For one egg, try and between pinch of salt, 2 pinch, it will be enough. You understand? So I now put the bread inside, I now pan, I toast it. So it's a pan toast. That's French toast. So you can remember all those ones that we did of the egg. Yes, bacon, sausage. Yes, when we talk about Nigerian food, all these ones, rice, jollof pasta, chicken, all those things, soup, jollof rice, majorly, fried rice, native rice. I'll show you how to cook it in a professional way. Not Nigeria way, professional that you can cook it in any restaurant and it will be acceptable. Okay, okay, no wahala. Yes, now they will give you a test to cook. Me sef, I can ask you to go and buy. I can go and buy egg and ask you to do egg for me here. They will start from egg. Some people have come to our office. They say they should do egg. They can't do egg. Yes. No, one even use salt. One just do the egg and use salt to finish it. So my brother, okay, this is what you want to give your client. That give you job. So I go and use salt to finish it. Praise the Lord. So, good afternoon, class. We are taking class on. Huh? Sir, have you connected? Sir. Okay. We are talking about Italian cuisine. Italian cuisine. It will help you post it if it's ready. But inside this Italian cuisine, in Italian cuisine, what they are known for is the flavor and simple techniques of cooking. They are known for their flavor and simple techniques of cooking. So you go back and I posted this to the WhatsApp group already. So you can check it. We have different ingredients they use for their cooking as an Italian. They use pasta, they own pizza, they use cheese, they use wine. You can go and read it. I've posted it already. They do bruschetta from a baguette bread. They do pesto. Like today, I will be making 3 kind of Italian meal. Number 1, bolognese spaghetti. Yes, bolognese spaghetti. 2, Alfredo pasta. Alfredo pasta. Alfredo. ALFREDO. Number 1 is bolognese. Bolognese. I've sent it already to your WhatsApp. Yes, Alfredo. Alfredo pasta. And the 3rd one will be a pesto pasta. A pesto pasta. Pesto. P-S-T-O. P-E-S-T-O. Pasta. So those are the 3 kind of Italian pasta we are doing today. But don't forget, they have other pastas. Carbonara, arrabbiata, different kind of pastas. And we also have our own pasta, which is the jollof pasta. For anybody that wants to cook a Nigerian food in a restaurant, in a hotel, they must do the jollof pasta in the jollof way, like the one we did this afternoon. So, then let's go to the practical street. They can read the theory later. What I want to do first is the bolognese pasta. I'm going straight to the bolognese pasta. So, what's number 1 ingredient in your bolognese pasta is plum tomatoes. Plum tomatoes. You must have a plum tomatoes to start. You must have a spaghetti or a pasta. like this. Okay, you must have a spaghetti or a pasta to make a bolognese spaghetti or a bolognese pasta. A bolognese pasta or spaghetti start from a bolognese sauce. So I'm going to make a bolognese sauce. And I said the number one thing in making bolognese pasta is to have a plum tomatoes. Now, plum tomatoes is expensive. You understand? In the market, if you go to market that you want to buy can plum tomatoes, they will give you some for 2,500 or 3,000. But what we do as a chef that knows how to cook from the scratch without complaining to your clients, you don't have that, you don't have this. I don't know if it's in this place. I was saying, we gave somebody a job and she went there. I was saying the man does not have expensive things, but the man has all these small things. Why can't you make something out of it? That's why you're a chef. You get. But now I cannot buy plum. I don't just want to buy it. I can make a plum tomatoes from this. So you just watch the way I plumb this. Number one, that's where I'm starting from. I want to plumb my fresh tomatoes. Did you get it? I asked the question. So I want to plumb these tomatoes inside my hot water that is already boiled. So you do need to stress yourself trying to get money to, you can plumb tomatoes yourself. What do? You use your knife to cut it this way so that the hot water can get to make it, so that the hot water can get into the tomatoes so that it will plumb. So you don't need to stress yourself. I don't have money for plum. That's how to plumb. The water is hot, in a very hot water. So after it's cooked, I'm going to peel out the skin. I'm going to peel out the skin. Then right away we are going to what is next. So the next thing for us to do here is to get our minced meat. The next ingredient in your bolognese is your maize meat. Maize meat. So these are our maize meats. A maize meat is gotten from a blended beef. Blended beef. You can go to ShopRite or any other shopping mall and tell them you want to buy minced meat. Minced meat or maize meat. That's it. It's blended. It's a blended beef. That's the next thing we'll do. Then we can season this. What I have here is thyme. So you can also add a rosemary, a fresh rosemary if you have one. Are you okay, sir? So I have to season my meat because I'm about to fry it. What I'm adding here is a soy sauce. A soy sauce. You understand? There are times you cook even without seasoning. In Nigeria here we call it mangi. It's called seasoning in the kitchen. So as a chef, you don't go to the kitchen and say mangi, you call it seasoning. seasoning. Because Maggi is somebody's product. So why are you calling another person? If somebody picks up this chicken flavor, we still call it Maggi. Nigeria will say everything. Everything is not Maggi. This is not. So you just say seasoning. So it's plumbing already. I'm going to remove it now, then go straight to preparing my stuff because everything is ready. So do you have something to remove this? So as you can see that my fresh tomatoes is plumb, is ready. So what next will I do to this? I'll allow it get cold, then I peel out the skin. This is the same thing you will see in the can. If you open the plum tomatoes, has anyone here ever used a plum tomatoes? A plum tomatoes to cook your stew? Oh, it's always nice. You have to try this. It's always in the can. Like this. Yeah. So the next thing, we go straight and make our bolognese sauce before we now add our spaghetti or pasta. Is a choice. So help us to get it cold and peel out the skin. So the first thing I do, if you have enough butter, you can use butter as your base. But let me not use butter as my base. I'm going to use vegetable oil. Olive oil. The next ingredient, be writing the ingredients. One of the ingredients of bolognese is olive oil. The last one I said was mice meat. The next one now is olive oil. As I'm putting them, you write them. So peel the skin. So we are peeling the skin. So I've already sent the recipe there to you. So she's peeling the skin. The next thing is that I'll get an onions into my pan. So let's have this one. Can you see that? Can somebody help us with this mic so that others can hear what we are saying? So I'm dicing my onions. A diced onions, not just anyhow onions. Lift it, the mic. A diced onions, not just anyhow onions that will make your sauce to look just crowded anyhow. So I'm dicing my onions to a smaller size. I think bolognese sauce and pasta is one of the things you like as a Nigerians. So if we don't know much about it, we'll be saying, what's that one? I cannot eat it. I cannot do that. I cannot do this. Thank you, ma. Thank you. So that's it. So I just added onions. I'll make it golden color, not brown, not burnt, golden. Why am I leaving it to be golden? So that the flavor will come out properly into the oil. So I added thyme and bay leaf to it. I added thyme and bay leaf. Did you get? The next thing I'm doing is to add my plum tomatoes. Yeah. So what did I say about cooking on a low heat? I said something about cooking on a low heat. Huh? No, as in I said something about cooking on the low heat. Who can answer that question? Okay. I said the reason, yeah, it has to do also with color. If you cook on a high heat, you can burn your food and change the color, the beauty of your cooking. For example, Italian meal is about cooking with flavors and a simple techniques of cooking. Like if you look at your WhatsApp or on the statement, I've sent a method of cooking. And one of the method of cooking is called sauteing. Yes, and you saute on a low heat. Most of their food is saute. Why do they saute their meat? So they don't burn out the nutrients in the food. So most time they cook it on a low heat. Do we understand that? And most times, most of these people, they don't use seasoning to finish their food or like that. We can add little, but most of these spice, most of these things that we are adding, they also have their own natural flavor. For example, tomatoes. Tomatoes has its own nutrients. You understand? So the next thing, I'm adding the beef. Seasoned with a soy sauce. Mice meat. No, it's not boiled. I'm cooking it here. So you don't use, also be mindful of oil when you cook. So somebody can see this food and say there is no oil inside. You don't need too much oil. So what I'll do finally is to season my sauce. Is now called a bolognese sauce this way. This is what we call a bolognese sauce. So when I now add the spaghetti, it's now called a bolognese spaghetti. A bolognese in the sauce, make it a bolognese spaghetti or pasta. Bolognese spaghetti or pasta. So you can see the natural flavors here. This meat has its own nutrient. This meat is the nutrient have not been washed out. The way it came out of the cow is the way it was miced. They didn't wash it. When you overwash meat, you wash out what you are supposed to eat. That thing that is supposed to do something in your body, you overwash it. One day, they asked one girl to wash meat in the class, and when she brought it, it was already white. I then said, what did you do to the meat? She said she washed. How many times? She has washed it like 3 times. The meat that they brought out of cow that you just rinsed, if needs be, because of the table that they used to cut, she don't wash everything finish. This then we season with salt. We're going to add pepper to give it that Nigerian taste. So I'm seasoning with salt. So we are getting there. So it's now time for us to taste. So when you cook with natural ingredients, you don't need much. What I tried, I should not try it again. No. It's time. What I tried today. So I'm going to give it Another touch of Nigeria. Yes, I'm going to add some basil. Another touch of Nigeria seasoning. Adding more soy sauce, or if you have a Washington sauce, that is the recipe. I'm adding the sesame oil. Yeah, it's called a sesame oil. I just added a soy sauce and a sesame oil. Yes, I'm ready to add my pasta. Then I will garnish with. This is ready and yummy to eat. No, not. I don't need much of that. I need the meat to show. I need the meat to show very well. Don't allow your pastor to overshadow the protein, the mice meat. The mice meat is the beauty of this. And for you, you can increase your plum. And this is ready. Ready to be plated. So we get a plate and we plate that. We are ready for that. So who will taste for us if we are ready? Are you is a fake? A fake. Oh yeah. Let someone taste for us to see if we are ready. Please add the beef with it. So I'm seeing, I want to garnish this. Vegetable. I'm garnishing with vegetable and some herbs. This is a kind of busy herb that you always add to your meal, which is called curry leaf. It's a kind of basil because we have different kind of basil. Basil is not just a particular leaf. We have different kind of basil. This one is called curry leaf. more vegetable, curry leaf, or a kind of basil leaf. So let's plate this. I want to show us how to plate. So what you do is that, number one, another rule, Italian don't break their pastas. That's another rule you must know. And another rule, they cook it al dente. Say al dente. Those are the things I will ask you. Al dente simply means, so, okay, the first rule is that they don't break their pastas. Yes, for those that will be working, don't go to kitchen and break somebody's pasta. You pay for it. Yes, yes, I cooked it long like that. You can see how long it is. I cooked. And number two, you must cook it al dente. Al dente means not soft. Yes, not soft. Yes, you cook it not soft. Why? Because you are still making a sauce that will still be under it. Yes, that will make it cook again. So when you want to cook it, you cook it like half done. And that is what they call al dente. If you go to a kitchen and the chef say al dente, you should understand what he's saying. It's also applied to rice. You understand? So when you go to the kitchen and they say al dente, you also cook it. Yes, you also cook it. It just simply means not done or half cooked. Olive oil. Okay. Favor, what they use for Italian cuisine, one of the ingredients is olive oil. Olive oil. Olive oil, because Italian love to um, apply flavors to their food, and they use simple techniques of cooking so that the food will not overcook and also remain presentable. One of the ingredients added there is you have to add um, garlic, also a tomato paste to bring out the red, to push out the red color in it. And you can further spice it. Depends on the kind of spice you want. You can google Italian spice that can make your food look more yummy and presentable. You understand? And spice it up. But right now we are plating ours, and I want to show us how to plate a pasta. Did you get? So favor, we are using olive oil. Please help us hold the mic. You can see what I'm doing. You can see that. Then I'm using the second. It's always not too easy like that. Let me use the other one that will pick it. Then in plating, don't allow the major ingredient to be under the food. Bring them up of the food so that you can use them to garnish it and it will look beautiful. There is a picture I sent to your WhatsApp. You will see how beautiful that one is. I think my chef plated that one yesterday. So you bring out the major ingredients when you want to plate for a customer. For example, this is a portion of bolognese pasta. You bring out the beef. Let them be on top. Let the man see it that there is beef in this food, though, so that he will not collect his money back. So you told somebody is a bolognese and the man knows that it goes with beef. The tomato also. The vegetable. Allow them to see it. And try not to overcook your vegetables. Then now the herbs. So being a chef is not for just lazy people. You have to be ready. If you want to cook, you have to be ready to cook. I'm not saying it's hard though. There's no job that is easy. Abby? Our mommy in the house, is there any job that is easy? Somebody will tell me one job is not easy. No one is easy. Go and try it. I have a friend that is driving a bicycle under the sun to deliver things. So you can see all the ingredients. They are there. You can see them. In the meal. So this is our bolognese pasta. Thank you. We go to the next one. Right away we go to the next one. Clean this plate. Let me pour this pasta. So the next pasta we are going to make here today, I'm making the pesto last, the pesto pasta. But the next one I'm doing now is called Alfredo pasta. Alfredo pasta. Yeah, that nylon is okay, it's clean. Huh? Yes. In the pot. Oh. Take ma. And help us rinse the pot. Maybe we can be able to rinse it, or I will use this. So for the Alfredo pasta, we are making a white sauce. A white sauce is one of the 5 mother sauce. So in Italian, we have a 5 mother sauce. Can we please listen? So that when we ask questions, we know what we are talking about. In Italian, we have a 5 mother sauce. So, number 1 of the sauce is volete. Volete sauce. I'm just making one out of the 5 mother sauce. And those 5 mother sauce have a secondary sauce. I'll send it to your WhatsApp. It has a secondary sauce. But out of the 5 mother sauce, which is volete, Espagnol, Bechamel, Hollandaise. You understand? Is an Italian sauce. It's called five mother sauce. It's a major sauce that they make in eating some particular food. So all those sauce now has different kind of particular food they use it to eat. You understand? But the one I'm making today for this Alfredo pasta is called white sauce, which is called the bechamel sauce. What did I say? Which is also called the what? Thank you. What's about it? All of you have passed. So how do we make a bechamel sauce? At Paris. How do we make a bechamel sauce? We're going to make a bechamel sauce now. I'm not married though. Eh? Eh. Hey, we don't have, I'm on internet. No, I'm not going to say we don't have brothers here. I want to, okay. So the way we make the bechamel sauce is that we are going to I'll be talking. Yeah. Go outside. You see one mama there. Yes. No, not. Yeah. So one. Like I said, we have. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we have, like I said, we have the five mother sauce. You understand? We have the volute. We have chicken volute. Listen now, I want to explain the whole class that we might not have time to take. You understand? So in the culinary world, we have what we have called stock. Yes, in kitchen, they will ask you to make a stock. They will ask you to make stock, and there are different kind of stock. You understand? There is vegetable stock, there is brown stock, there is white stock. There is different kind of stock they will ask you to make, and that stock goes with the volute. But I'm not making a volute now. I'm making a bechamel. I'm just mentioning one of the five mother sauce. You understand? So if you make a chicken stock, which is chicken, herbs, spice, which is carcass. That's what we used to make a stock is carcass, the bone. You understand? That's what they used to make a stock. Then the herbs, then the herb, the spice. You understand? And the vegetable. Herb, spice, vegetable, and carcass is what you used to make stock. Herb, spice, vegetable is what you used to make stock. Today is not stock class. Let's quickly do our white sauce. So how do you make a white sauce? You make a roux. A roux. You make what? A roux. I'm repeating it so that I will not fly, so that we understand. When you make a roux is 50% flour and 50% butter. A roux is 50% flour